it sang within his head, Ticonderoga, meeting of the water, land of great beauty, where many still lay. Ticonderoga, war pipes echo over, ghosts of Highland men who fought that fateful day.
On our way to Fort Ticonderoga, we're driving down north to south on US 7. Here's some of the views. And then we're going to be going into actually New York State. All these mountains here. These are the Adirondack Mountains. Here we are getting closer to the Adirondack Mountains. Towards the mountains, heading for New York State. This is going to cross a bridge over that waterway that leads to Lake Champlain. It's going to cross the bridge over that waterway that leads to Lake Champlain. Over the bridge. Now what you can see here, camera. Yeah, we're crossing the bridge to New York State. I am. I'm taking on this little film. Just see the King's Gardens, although this is fall, so maybe I don't know what we're going to see that much, but we'll see what they are shaped like. Vegetables growing here. Still, there's vegetables.
Hello, how are you?
Here's Charlotte and Miriam.
Garden.
This place is not crowded. We're the only people that came today to see Fort Ticonderoga.
When we came in, there was like no one behind us
Right.
the whole time. That we paid one by one.
Right.
Painstakingly slow.
Yeah, we'll take a picture of flowers so it looks like the garden. We were there.
Here's for children. This is very pretty. Aaron, what is this plant here? It's very interesting looking.
It's a Japanese palula.
Amaranth.
For some reason,
Favorite, Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts. Wait, these are some kind of peppers, maybe? I don't know. Kieran, help us. There's lots of butterflies around here. Having a great time. Here's another sign that we're going to enter this garden that's inside these walls. Oops.
Muffins, carefully planned garden became a place of clarity for the Pell family.
Oh, this is where their house was. The Pells, no doubt. This was the estate. With all the gardens in front of it.
Oh.
This is very lovely. This was their home and their garden and the fountains, their statues. It's all in this brick wall. There's lots of dahlias here blooming because it's fall. There's an old log house here.
Yeah, what is that?
And then here's down by the water. This is the Fort Ticonderoga Log Cabin Welcome Center. Hello, Charla.
Hi, we're going on in there.
Okay.
See what's there.
Great view. We're about to enter the fort itself. This is what it was guarding, this area here. Cool cannon overlooking the waters. There's some shots of the fort. The cannons facing out. So the fort is commanding this view, but Americans were holding the fort in 17. And then this is Mount Defiance, where the British went up there with artillery and chased them out of the fort.
The fort only exists for about 22 years. It's built during the French and Indian War and then survives into the American Revolution. But it's actually blown up twice before the end of the American Revolution. So by 1780s, it's in ruins.
Cannons are real cannons, but not from those days. They were brought in from Europe. They're cast iron. They were brought in when they restored the fort in the early 1900s. And then up on the battlements, there's cast iron cannon that are also real, and they came from Britain. They were donated to the fort. As we're walking into the fort now through this hallway, tunnel. You can see this. This is some uniforms like they wore in those days, but these are actual uniforms that have survived. Here you come up the stairs. Now we're up on one of the 35 stairs to the top of the northeast bastion. So all this has been restored because the fort was destroyed many times in the olden days and was left in ruins. The Pell family restored this, and then there's been a non-for-profit since then with donations that have restored the rest. What's that pole used for that's in the center? Oh, that looks. Oh.
Those uniforms?
Oh, that's for carrying.
Those uniforms could really be washed like that?
Nope. But the shirts can. This is
okay.
This is cotton, so it
can
be boiled and washed, but wool?
Right. No.
No. Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
I agree. Senator allows he has a whole lot more experience. In fact, he is our best shot. He can shoot the wings off a falcon, or a plane for that matter, at 200. Now provincial soldiers. Those of Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, maybe even Massachusetts. They're 100 yards away. We hold our fire. Though we may be able to hit that target, we won't inflict as much damage. They get to 50 yards. We remain patient. They get to 30 yards, tangled in our abatis, stuck in our stumps, tripping over our logs. Their lines fall apart. Bonjour. But once they hear or fire, this firing process commences. He continues to fire down on the enemy as long as he knows he has a loaded weapon behind him. And these loaded weapons will always be at his disposal. Because rather than just 2 men reloading, he would have 7 men behind him, constantly reloading.
He doesn't show up in the mirror. It's a magic effect. Here's Miriam. She is inside the mirror. It's even scarier.
Ticonderoga, it sang within his head.
We're at Waterfront Park. This is a view of the lake. The mountains are across. This is the park and the boardwalk. Not that warm.
When I go to Vermont, I take the train. The ride is long, but who's to blame? I see new people, new things, mountains of blue kings, purple mountain majesties with shiny golden rings, the rich, the poor, the ride all day. The Green Mountain State is your home brave, so if it's summertime, Vermont is quite nice. After the leaves fall, say hello to Mr. Ice.